Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Death and Request. We're learning Lucille's backstory at the moment. And everyone didn't like her because she was part Japanese in Russia. This is where she gets kidnapped eventually. Yep, here it comes.
Oh, what's this black car?
Svetlana Mo?
Yes, that's me.
You have been chosen!
Always says you've been chosen.
Lucille, how are you holding up? Sheena. Oh, thank goodness. We were scared for you. Let go of me. I'm so ashamed. Goodbye. What? Come on, Kimata. Fly!
Not going anywhere. You understand?
Why won't you fly for me? I want to go. I want to get away from this place.
The chair is...
Is Kimata angry?
It's okay, Lucille. Why would you want to run away from us?
Lucille, please, have faith in us. We worry about you. You are a precious part of our lives. Because I'm not as pure as you, Sheena or Lily, or anyone else. I've always lived in shame. I hate myself. Because I wish death upon everyone who treated me like filth. Ow. Why are you shaking my hand? I totally get it! Huh? Finally! Someone who I can relate to! I mean, I could talk all day about the people that get on my nerves, like when people steal my bread. I secretly wish they'd step in poo or get an eyelash stuck in their eye, right? You all know what I'm talking about, right?
Duh! I love nothing more than seeing shady creeps get their cosmic justice. If only you knew how long my crap list was.
Why, I've lost count of how many times I've stuck my tongue out at someone. Me too. Sometimes I feel like punching Mr. Enigma when he runs his mouth.
Seriously?
Really? I don't believe you guys. Come on. We all have hearts that sway to the whims of our emotions. They're what make us human. If you've got enough humility to express shame, then it tells me you've got a pure heart, Lucille.
Hold on to that joy. Take good care of it, okay?
This is the first time that someone's ever given me a real compliment. You have no idea how much that means to me, Sheena. Thank you, everyone. Our pleasure, Lucille. Yeah. Hey, Sheena. Can I have a hug?
Aww.
Huh? Oh, sure. Like this? Yes. You're so warm. Oh, Kimata's in a good mood again. I'm sorry for worrying you, Father. Father?
What?
Didn't I tell you? When the Entoma had targeted me as a potential host, my father, the mage Kamata, came to my side.
What?
He tried his best to protect me, but his spell backfired and he transformed into a chair.
What?
Because of the Entoma, I wasn't able to leave from the chair.
So you've been... Your father's... You sit on your father's lap 24/7?
What a weird bug.
I see. Who would have guessed your dad has been traveling with us this whole time? Man, I thought I'd seen it all.
He's...
Mr. Kimata, I'm sorry. I had no idea. I was so rude to you. Oh, you're gonna forgive me?
Al, you've got a funny way of putting things.
I learned everything I know from a plucky adventurer I met when I was just a kid.
Oh, nice. Anyway, Lucille. Earlier, you mentioned having some fancy name?
Huh?
You said Sylvana Ammo?
Oh, I remember. That was my name. Inside of my dream, I mean. It was freezing, and children mocked me. Then I fled to another country, where I was taken against my will. You too, huh? It was a dream, but it felt as real as this. It was scary. Izanashi!
Yep, that means Lucille's one of them too. She was abducted by those sick rabbit fucks. Sheena, I need you to continue on with your journey. I've discovered who might be hiding behind those rabbit masks. Aggle.
What? Haggle?
Yeah, there's something I have to confirm. I need to log out for a bit, but I promise I'll be back soon. You got this?
Okay. Please be careful, Mizunashii. I hope he'll be okay.
Did Enigma vanish into thin air again?
Oh, yes. Off on one of his adventures, I guess.
Oh, I see. Well, time to retrieve the last terminal stone.
Okay.
Well, where do we go for that?
Whoopsie.
For that. Tokiwa, hey! What's wrong? Oh, nothing. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. I just got worried you disappeared all of a sudden. Stupid Arata, I'll always be here for you. You don't have to worry. You're creeping me out. Ugh, here, water. Take some aspirin for your headache. It hurts, right? Take it. Oh. Okay. Thanks. I got an email. Hey, Tokiwa! What is it this time? It's from Munakata. Really? That's great news. He made it out alive. That's not all. He says he obtained confidential documents related to the Nullware prints for the Alice engine. Incredible. He's as good of a spy as he said. There doesn't seem to be anything else, but that's terrific. As long as we get our hands on those files, we'll learn what Aggle's after. I could barely believe it. Munakata did it. Against all odds. He was able to sneak into Aggle and emerge unscathed with the intel. But he didn't. The stamp reading confidential in bold letters imitated me. It contains confirmed. Its contents confirmed what we knew, and illuminated what we hadn't. According to the file's abstract, the Alice engine was conceived as a software tool. Aggle envisioned what they called a complete virtual experience, and they accelerated all development on the Alice engine. The core of this technology, which Aggle later called Urza, was introduced as the voice that would connect mankind and AI. The project began when Aggle had purchased classified AI tech that was disregarded by the US Defense Department's Militech division. With the installation of Urza onto nearly every mobile device in the world, Aggle gained access to millions of terabytes of user data. Everything, from the user's music preferences, to their diet, to how many hours they sleep, was used by Aggle to build a complete user profile. What began as an experiment in consumer optimization soon descended into madness. With Urza at the core, they successfully created a supercomputer with an astonishing processing speed, powered by the Nullware department. Mankind didn't know how to wield a machine this powerful. Mankind uttered whispers of revolt. To survive, it found a way to subvert that humans only use 10% of their brains, Thus, 10,000 people were abducted to power its CPU. This increased operation speed thousands of times over. By tracking the unruly effects of emotions like fear and doubt, the program learned how to morph these irregularities, I think, into bugs. It aimed to synthesize the perfect life form, assembled by billions of users' choices in the interest of evolving beyond man's infinite folly. This was the genesis of the Ludens project. By releasing the Alice engine, a specialized software that rendered fully interactive virtual worlds, they made themselves the hottest committee, yes, in video game development, giving them access to a plethora of willing hosts. They ran what they called experience farms, opportunities for players to speak to AI with full responsive control, like the real thing. The truth is, they were merely collecting enough user data to fill the library of Alexandria, all for the purpose of educating the Ludens. Wow. Just wow. This is nuts. According to these documents, they launched a global abduction campaign just 15 years ago. They used earthquakes, floods, and natural disasters as a means of abducting new hosts. Upon abduction, they subject their captives to grueling experiments, taking in-depth notes on their cases. Jesus, there are pictures too. But hold on, who is working inside of Aggle who just gave us this? Cause Munakata's captured. Aggle. These are the lengths to which they go to power their fucking mind control machine. Otherwise, they couldn't kidnap 10,000 people. Insanity. But Detective Izumi's daughter, Kari, what was it? Yusura? What is it? Yurisa Yamamura, Hinata Murakawa, Silvana Amura, and Chloe Aaron. It seems like the girls that we thought were NPCs were all abducted within the last year. Are they not part of the 10,000 test subjects? I'm just reeling from the fact that the Alice engine had such a sordid history behind it. Yeah, this is on another level, and World's Odyssey was only one of those experimental farms. Munakata's attached something else to his email. Ludens progress report? Report. Thousands of game tiles have been developed, but we have received no success to date. 15 years of diligent work wasted. We've hit rock bottom. Hold on, I've got a bad feeling some choice might come up out of nowhere, and I won't be able to save when that comes up. Anyway. Development Team Number 089 Enigma, codename World's Odyssey, is at 87.9 development level. In August 2016, a sudden emergence of a photo, Ruden's life form, has been confirmed. It listens to only Shina Ninomiya, the game's director. We have successfully abducted the director and stored her away at a research facility, AD-206, where she will raise the Proto-Rudens. A plan to frame the director's disappearance as a scandal to halt further development of World's Odyssey and freeze Enigma is currently underway. From then on, the farm will be deferred to the judgment of the respective project team. Damn it! So Aggle was behind Sheena's disappearance. The file is the proof we needed. They better watch out. This is where it says Sheena was taken, right? I wonder where the hell Aggle keeps research facility AD-206. I have no idea. Do you think Rin or the CEO might know? No, that has yet to be uncovered. Rin! The name of the facility does not belong to AGL either. In fact, it belongs to AFSIS, the company with majority stake in AGL. AFSIS. The CEO and I are currently doing our best to find where this facility could be. As soon as we know, we will be sure to inform you. Did Munakata mention anything else? There's just the attachment. In the body, he wrote, "I found this, so I'm forwarding it to you. Nothing else." I see. Very well. Please excuse me. I must step out momentarily. I wonder if Rin likes Munakata now and is all upset because he's gone. You two, I'm sure that AGL and AFSIS are aware that this crucial document has been leaked. Someone inside leaked it themselves though, because it's not Munakata. I know that. He's captured. So someone inside of AGL is trying to work with us. Could Lydia have gotten in there? I don't think so. She's off somewhere else right now, getting us more truth fragments. There's truly no telling how next they will proceed. Please, be careful. Our enemy is a massive crime organization with religious ties. Yes. You too, Rin. Sheena, I promise I'll save you. Just hang on. However, Sheena was currently locked in some AGL lab, being forced to play World's Odyssey. That meant exacting the ending engage wouldn't do much to change her situation. Let's trust Rin and the CEO find the intel for where Sheena's body is being stored. We'll just have to wait until we hear from them. Wait, there's more inside the Luden's project report. Let's read it. Okay. Report. Sheena and Ninomiya had continued to fight. However, after being tranquilized and joining the Environmental Adjustment Program, what the fuck? The subject adapted to equate standards in 2 weeks. Adequate. We kept brain activity stable at around 50%, all to ensure adequate progress in the raising of the proto-Ludens. With our brainwave adjustment device, the White Rabbit, the subject was logged into World's Odyssey, where we observed 18 hours of activity. The subject, Sheena Ninomiya, named her proto-Ludens Iris, which responded with high positivity, recognizing Ninomiya as her mother. Oh, wait a minute. So is this little girl in the past that Sheena keeps seeing Iris? And oh, that has to be it. And every time the name would get bleeped out when Sheena said, "Please don't kill," she was trying to say, "Please don't kill Iris." Because Sheena they both grew on each other. Although World's Odyssey was in the middle of development, most of the map and NPC implementation had already been completed. This afforded Ninomiya and Iris the rare luxury of a home at the center of the world, journeying together, learning from one another. The subject Ninomiya is adapting well to her environment, proving an excellent case to the benefits of the Luden's project. Report. 4 weeks have passed since the start of subject Ninomiya's experiment. The proto-Luden's Iris is growing as scheduled. Shortly thereafter, Iris was observed to have developed a highly responsive, algorithmic personality, reacting and absorbing. How Ninomiya's ways break. Seems like all the text in this area has been redacted. Arda, I get it, you're pissed. But stewing in your own bad mood isn't helping anyone. You're squishing the mascot from Munakata's company, you know that? I had become so engrossed in the Luden's project report that I hadn't even realized that I was squishing the rubber promotional frog figure sitting on Munakata's desk to death. Oh, shit. Guess I've been on edge. Sorry, Frog. I'll put you back. Those bastards. They'll pay for treating Sheena like some experiment. They can't get away with this. Right. You're not the only one who's pissed. You know, I'm fuming. There's still this area that's all jambled. It's legible. We might have to skip over this section for now. Yeah, but there are even more sections with words blocked out. We've almost made it to the end of the report. Yeah. Report. Eventually, the proto-ludens that lost the... I'm guessing that would... Maybe that would be Iris control? I don't know. Resulted. The... bugs. Routed... the wild? No, it couldn't be the wild. The world. So, resulted this... of bugs... We first separated subject Ninomiya from World's Odyssey, and with Iris, the world was destined to eating the second, third, fourth, and fifth ludens. At this point, the experiment had moved into phase 2. However, the new wave of ludens exhibited increased expression of will and self and blood. Access into their world. We attempted several override attempts, but the ludens were able to hack into the White Rabbit task hub. One of our researchers suffered a horrible fate as the ludens overloaded his frontal lobe with information, disabling all neural activity. They somehow managed to create a firewall of sorts between the virtual world and ours, cutting off our access to World's Odyssey. In order for our team to continue with our research, we are pouring many hours into finding a way to penetrate the firewall. It is clear that Iris, the proto-ludens, who went missing in the virtual world, is the key to the progress and the success of our experiment. The email that set everything in motion was the one from the World's Odyssey MGMT Center. I wonder if it was a bug, or the ludens had sent it to me. That compressed file that we couldn't open, it's always been suspicious. Maybe it's a piece of Iris. That's what I thought a long time ago. Maybe that's why Aggle put so much effort into targeting me and Enigma. But why was it sent to me? Because of that, I was able to find out that Sheena had been in danger all along. Taking that into consideration, think about how attached to Sheena this Iris must have been. It makes sense that it was sent to you. Huh? What connection does Sheena and I have, though? Maybe when Sheena was feeling lonely after being forcefully abducted, she opened up to Iris, perhaps mentioned you to her. Jeez, is it that hard to believe? God, you're so oblivious. Well, whatever. This data could be Iris. Without it, Apsis has no access to World's Odyssey. Even more reason we can't let that file fall into Aggle's hands, no matter what shit they've threatened us with. Tokiwa! What? What? Why are you yelling? That's it! Tokiwa, wait. I think, yeah, we could do it! We have the Alice Engine's design documents, too. That's right! It's so simple. We're the ones with all the power in this situation. What's gotten into you? You're scaring me. Tokiwa, it's our turn to move. Huh? Thanks to Aggle, I'm on the most wanted list. If they wanted a cyber-terrorist, they can get a cyber-terrorist. Huh? What do you propose? In the documents Munakata sent over, he also included the design specs for the Alice engine, i.e., the whole software manual. We could use this to figure out the source code for the Alice engine scripts. That way, we can work our Odyssey from the ground up. From there, we could grant all NPCs the same access to their player identities, just like Sheena. Oh, I get it! So that if the girls activate the ending engage, it could trigger them to wake. Yes, then, when Sheena and the other girls wake up, we could send in a bomb threat. We just need Rin to tell us where the girls are. Once we get their location, we'll send word out to every tabloid. Cyber-terrorist calls in bomb-threated lab, exposing Aggle's secret lab. With the lives of the researchers at risk, the lab will have to clear out. Then, we'll sneak in to extract Sheena and the other subjects. If all goes to plan, then we'll show the world just how corrupt our enemies are. What do you think? A bomb threat, huh? It's crazy, but it just might work. The tablets will eat it up. I can see the reporters swarming now. Right? I mean, releasing 10,000 people is just the kind of message we need to send. Oh, we got an email from the CEO. What does it say? He says, Wunderbar. Wunderbar? Oh, wait, is he German? Oh, Wunderbar. Yeah, Wunderbar. That's wonderful in German. Okay, he's definitely watching us from somewhere, isn't he? Man, he's so mysterious. Wherever you are, we're counting on you to locate Agel's secret facilities. Got it? I think he's listening. He got the message. Alright, I'm gonna crack into the design specs for the Alice engine. Tokiwa, keep an eye on Sheena. Leave it to me. I'm beat. This is harder than I thought. I was taking a stretch as I continued scanning over the Alice engine's documents. At the other corner of the office was Rin, who was snoozing silently at her desk. It's so rare to see her asleep. She never took her foot off the gas in front of her employees.
I think Rin went to visit Munakata since he supposedly made his way back home.
How?
No clue. She must have found some way to get around without being detected.
I'm almost afraid to learn what that means, so I won't ask. So, was she able to see him?
No. Supposedly, he hadn't been staying at his residence for over 3 years. At least, that's what Munakata's parents told Ren.
Really? Shit. That's not good news. Where could he be? What's he doing?
You're asking me? So what about you? How goes the reading?
Well, I've never seen anything with as many I can't say it. Access routes as this blueprint. Still, I think we control its root functions. I'm just in awe of how many design tools we missed out on while we were developing World's Odyssey. The most complicated thing is the code language. It's unlike any language I've seen before. Must be specialized. Check it out.
Let me see. Whoa. What the heck? Whatever's going on in this code is freaking me out.
Yeah, if only I knew what language they're using, or what laws it follows.
So first you're gonna lay the framework for function definitions. From there... What's this? Hominis? Is that Latin?
There's an annotation on the bottom block. If we continue the pattern, then the following string is... Hey, wait! This code! Tokiwa, you said you were a self-taught programmer, didn't you?
I mean, I know some tricks here and there, but I'm not a whiz like you are.
Sure, but my tendency to code from memory gets me stuck all the time. I used to have to reach out to the CEO when I had trouble. The way this programming language is written reminds me of how the CEO codes. I mean, the CEO practically taught me everything I know when it comes to writing code scripts. I've seen hundreds of his lines. I'm sure of it. Every programmer has their own style of coding. It's almost like leaving a fingerprint. The layout, the type of line breaks to use, tabs or specs, annotations, lexicon, and naming conversions or the conversations? Thing is conventions. If you examine enough of someone's code closely over a period of time, you could practically see it from a mile away. Rin? Rin tried exiting the room without a word, but I hastily caught her off. If you know something, please say it now. This is really not the time to keep vital information to yourself. You heard me, didn't you? You know exactly why I'm asking. Was our CEO involved in the development of the Alice engine? He was, wasn't he? Really? I mean, why? That's fucked! Sheena was new to the industry. She had dreams. Sure, she ran into hiccups, but she gave it her all, and they abducted her. We were led to believe that under the CEO, we were revolutionizing mankind's future. If only we knew. We were just pawns in some scheme. I clutched to some faint hope that I could trust the people I worked with. If that's not enough, Lydia's nowhere to be seen.
Arda!
The sea? Where are you going to betray us, huh? What the hell? Who am I supposed to believe?
Mizunashi.
It's from the CEO. An actual phone call?
He's calling you?
Hello?
Hey, Mizunashi, it's been a while. How you doing?
Sir?
No need to sound so sullen. It's time I told you the truth. Guess there's no point in hiding it.
Is he just one of those guys who's like, yeah, you found out, sorry, here's the truth. It's just this.
Sir, do you think that's a good idea?
Go ahead and put me on speakerphone so Tokiwa can hear me too. Guten Tag, Tokiwa.
Oh, hello.
Of course, the Alice engine isn't something that I personally wrote. However, from what it looks like, the base language was inspired by a source code function I wrote many years ago. Hey, in other words, I had a hand in developing artificial intelligence.
So, modern artificial intelligence was expanded from source code you wrote years ago.
That's right. Rin is the only person in the company aware of this. Before I jumped into the game industry, I did research in an overseas lab, testing and challenging the boundaries of AI technology. I was fascinated by giving machines a heart, see? I wonder if this might ring any bells for you, but our basis for understanding AI theory was written in an ancient book from centuries ago. The thought patterns illuminating the path to sentient machine life are the same that inspired our forebears to study alchemy.
Are you referring to...
Yes, exactly. The strings of letters you've been uncovering were all extracted from an ancient text. This scripture, as you call it, became a burgeoning religion. As time changed, this group learned to conduct its affairs in secret. I was the head programmer leading the Aphesis program development team.
You were a former executive of Aphesis?
Surprising,
Aphesis,
isn't it?
that's what it was. Yeah.
Sir, I would advise using more discretion.
Anyway, I won't bore you
He
with
doesn't
the
care.
details, but I ended up resigning from my post. Then they blacklisted me. I mean, is it wrong to dream? I wanted to use Enigma to make the world a brighter place. I believed that with the help of my team, my dream would slowly become a reality.
Sir.
But man, while developing this exciting title, I never guessed that our associate Aggle was just an Aphesis offshoot. Guess God's got a sense of humor after all.
You know, from the way he acts, I wouldn't mind having this guy as a boss.
They blacklisted you? Is that why you're hiding in a foreign country?
Wunderbar. Well, yeah, that's part of it. With that said, Mizunashi, I'm going to teach you how to decipher my old code, which should aid you in manipulating the Alice engine. Understanding the Alice engine is an art form, a complex, nuanced process that will take some time to master, but I believe in you.
Wow. That would be a huge help. I can't thank you enough.
You can always count on Rin and me to support our cherished employees. For now, I'm at the mercy of the forces that keep me far away from you. Mizunashi, Tokiwa, I must ask for your help.
Okay.
Shut up, Arta. I'm the one who speaks for you. All the mysteries were unraveling. I want to do whatever it takes to change World's Odyssey, or whatever's really in there. Sheena and the rest of the girls are counting on me to beat Aggle and Aphesis at their own game. So I followed the CEO's instructions, absorbing every piece of information related to the ancient text at inhuman speed. But